I realize the day that you plant the seed is not the same day that you eat the fruit. There is a process to progress. Today on In the Mix, let's talk from the topic, healing is your harvest. How to be faithful and fruitful. Well, I'm mic'd up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's good people? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope you are doing well. Well, I want to welcome you to another edition of In the Mix. I'm your host with the most, yours truly, Dr. Eddie. I'm ready. I hope you are as well. We're going to have a courageous conversation of illumination. Yes, we are. But in order to do that, you know what we got to do? We got to drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. Come on, drop some light bulb emojis in the chat, family. We're going to light it up. Let's light it all the way up. Conversation of illumination. Going to keep it 100 watts. That's right. We're going to light it all the way up. Why? Because we are the light of the world. Family, hit the thumbs up button on this video. As you're hitting the thumbs up button, I need you to make sure that you hit the subscribe button as well. Let's do that. Let's spotlight. Let's highlight the topic for today. We're talking about healing is your harvest. How to be faithful and fruitful. I do believe that if you are faithful, you will eventually be fruitful. Scripture affirms this in Genesis chapter 8, verse 22. It declares, while the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat. Yeah, it is getting a little chilly, ain't it? And summer and winter. Yeah, we're headed there. And day and night shall not cease. It's really incumbent upon us, when you think about it, that the day that you plant the seed is not the same day that you eat the fruit. Let me say that twice because it's so nice. The day that you plant the seed is not the same day that you eat the fruit. And here's the thing. Things don't just happen overnight. Oftentimes, things happen through the night. We think everything in life is just going to be 0 to 100 real quick. Like it's going to just be instantaneous, like an Instagram post. It's just going to be, real microwave, like a TV dinner. Not happening. To be a winner, you have to go through the process to progress. Each and every single day. What am I doing to develop? What am I doing to really adhere to the greatness of who it is that I am? What am I doing to develop my wit, my wisdom, my emotional intelligence, my self-confidence, my self-esteem, the greatness of who it is that I am internally? Not just when everybody can see it, but oftentimes when nobody can see it, when I'm working in the dark. Right? Life is about more than just some nonstop TikTok, social media, society post to where you believe everything is just going to be in your favor. No way, Jose. It's a process. It's time, it's investment, there's seed time, there's harvest time. And the question is, can you trust God through the process? Can you trust the process enough to say, I'm not going to quit, I'm not going to give up, I'm not going to throw in the towel, I'm not going to beat myself up for not being where I thought I was going to be at this particular state and time in my life? Come on, family. Yeah. Come on, family. Just type harvest. Come on, type harvest. Type harvest. Yeah. Seed time and harvest time. <clears throat> 'Cause. 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 'C And the only way that I become fruitful is by first being faithful. The only word, I need you to hear me, the only word for time in the English language is time. And I think we have to dig a little bit deeper if we're going to go a lot higher. What is the definition of time? Yes, you got hours, you have minutes, you have seconds. But here's the thing, time is more than money. Time is more than a money-long song, hours and hours. Time is the process. Time is the progress of existence and events in the past, present, and future. However, beyond just the natural realm of time, there's a biblical view when it comes to time. And that is chronos, that is kairos. It is a split down the middle, right? It is a aspect to where chronos details minutes and seconds. Chronos, here it is chronological. It is that which is order, flowing in a particular order. It's measurable time. But beyond chronos, there is something called kairos. Now, kairos is an appointed time. Kairos is an opportune time. Kairos, I like to say this, it is your due season. Come on, family, just type that, due season. Type due season. Yeah, you got spring, summer, winter, fall. But spiritually, there's a fifth one. Oh yeah, 5 is number of grace. 5 is unmerited favor. 555, favor drive. Y'all remember that one? Y'all remember that session? Y'all remember that lesson? Kairos is God intervenes. That type of time frame. Kairos is the due season. It's your due season for miracles, your due season for an overflow, your due season for a promotion. For some of us, it's an overdue season. People thought you got it 0 to 100 real quick. You got appointed to this position 0 to 100 real quick. It happened overnight. No, it was really an overdue moment in your life. But everything always happens at the right time. Joel 2:25 says this, I'll restore to you the years. Right? Beyond just restoration of money, beyond just restoration of ideas and impact and influence and restoration of health, but I'll restore to you the years, because if your years are restored, all that's going to be restored too. Ephesians talks about this. You got to redeem the time because the days are evil. And don't we see the days that we're living in are totally nothing but evil? The people who we thought were heroes were really villains all along. Right? These are not chronos, but kairos moments. And kairos is when God steps in the midst of chronos and gives you an appointed time in the midst of a chronological time of order. He accelerates certain things in your life. He restores certain specific aspects and things in your life. He moves on your behalf, and certain things move in a particular way that other people cannot explain. And here's what you can't do. You can't allow people to judge your harvest when they haven't seen your seed. Oh, here, who am I talking to? I hope it's you. I know it's you. You can't allow people to judge your harvest when they haven't even seen your seed. They didn't see the sweat equity that you put into it. They didn't see the tears that you cried to water the seed for your harvest. They didn't see all of what it is that you had to go through to get to where it is that you are right now. People will look at your harvest, but they never saw the seeds of what you planted to produce it. Come on, family, just type produce. Type produce. Stop allowing people to reduce you and produce based upon what God gave you. Come on now. You are of use. You let everybody else use you. Why don't you give God a chance? You are of use. You have to produce. You're more than just a purchaser, you're a producer. You're more than just a consumer, you're a creator. I need you to hear me. This is not a month of Halloween. This is going to be your month of harvesting. Oh, let me say that twice because oh so nice. This is not your month of Halloween. This is your month of harvesting. This ain't nothing. This ain't the month of a boo. This is a month of a blessing. This is not the month to be scared. This is the month to walk by faith. This is not the month to be haunted. This is the month to harvest. Come on, family, just type harvest time. Come on, type. It's my harvest time. It's my harvest time. I've planted seeds. I've sown. I've invested. I've sacrificed. I've done this. I've exhausted my funds and my finances and my mental health. Seemingly, it's got to be my harvest time. Gotta be. It's gotta happen for me. Family, type big. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be big. It's going to be big. I'm telling you right now, on our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks change, that the harvest for you, it's going to be big. Family, drop a super chat, drop a super sticker. We're having a super conversation. We sure are. Let's reset the atmosphere. Let's reset the room. Talking about healing is your harvest, how to be faithful and fruitful. Yes, we are talking about that. Hit the thumbs up button on this live. Hit the thumbs up button on this live. If you're not a member of our Eagles community, what are you doing? Join our Eagles community right now. Let's soar into greater success and purpose. Let's do that together. Increase your ideas, your impact, your influence. Taking it beyond just where it is that I am here. Just the conversations that I have here. And really giving you incredible wisdom for life, for building your business, for your overflow, and for your relationships. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. We're talking about healing is your harvest. And why do I say that this is not a month of Halloween, but this is going to be your month of harvesting? The reason I say that is because you already survived your scariest season. Yeah. For some of us, Halloween wasn't just in October. Halloween was in some other particular moments that in other particular months that we can sure enough remember. Yeah, but this is your month for harvesting. Why? Because you made it through your scariest season. You made it through the times where here it is, you're going to throw in the towel. You're going to waste away. You were just going to cry through the midnight hours. You thought it was over for you. Family and finances were fickle with frustration. You didn't know how you were going to make ends meet. And here's the thing. Oftentimes, ends never meet. You thought it was a means to an end. But you survived your scariest season. Why? Because you're going to face your greatest fear. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Come on, you coming out better than when you went in. You're going to have the victory over what kept you under. You're going to be healed from everything that haunted you. This is the month, hear me, where you take off the interpersonal mask. You take off the mask of the things that you haven't healed from. You take off the mask of the things that you always try to cover. You take off the mask of that pain and that childhood wound and what your father didn't do and what your mother said about you. You're going to take off that mask that, here it is, has masked your miracles, has masked the past. And you're going to address what seems to be so painful in your life. Why? Because if you can't address it, if you can't confess it, you'll never address it. You can't heal from what you won't deal with. You can never fight what you refuse to face. And hear me, even while oftentimes people are wearing an external mask. Yeah, as the seasons change, as flu season and all of those particular things start, the conversation starts shifting. Some people may start wearing a mask. You wear a mask, but you don't wear a muzzle. And here's what you can't allow. You can't allow pain to muzzle you. You can't allow trials and triggers and trauma to muzzle you. You can't allow negativity to muzzle your mouth. Here's what you got to do. You got to speak truth to power. When did life give you laryngitis? Who muted your message? Who invalidated your ideas? Who paused your poetry and put you on a place of pain? Come on. Time to speak life over your life. Why is that? Death and life is in the power of the tongue. Your words create your world. What you speak into the atmosphere will appear. The tip of your tongue is your future or your funeral. Your future or your funeral is on the tip of your tongue. This is not the month for you fretting. This is not the month for you stressing. This is not the month for you crying. Come on, family, type this is my month. Come on, type this is my month. This is more than just my week. This is my month. Come on, type it, type it, type it. Not my month for fretting and stressing and crying. It's my month for harvesting. Your past will not scare you out of your future. Here's what you got to do. You got to rebuke it. You got to declare that this is my time of harvest. It's my harvest time. That's what it is. Family, if you're not a member of our, Eagles community, make sure that you do that. Go to theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. But also become a member of, our In the Mix family. Yeah, come on, come on. How you going to watch In the Mix, but you're not a member of In the Mix? Go ahead, become a member of In the Mix. All you have to do is just tap the link in the chat. Link is in the description of this video. Hit that link. Get one of those badges, VIP Royalty OQP. Get one of those. Support our channel. Become a partner. Beyond just a supporter, become a partner. And then I'm going to give you access to all of the insight, the information, the wisdom. What does that share with you in, our In the Mix membership area? Membership has its privileges. Go ahead and get a badge now. That's right. We're talking about it. Healing is your harvest. How to be faithful and fruitful. Talked about this. As I mentioned the scripture. Seed time and harvest. While the earth remaineth. Got cold and heat. You got summer and winter. Got day and night. It's not going to cease. Doesn't matter what type of, atmosphere. Doesn't matter what type of temperature is going on. Doesn't matter what type or what time of the day it is. These are the laws that God has ordained for us to live in this earth realm, on this planet. Cold and heat. And here's the thing. We often get more cold than heat, especially here in my hometown of Motown, Detroit, Michigan. That's what we say here. What up, though? 313, stand up. Summer and winter. Feels a lot more winter than it does summer. And generally, we get a lot more winter than we do summer. Day and night. And around this time of the year, night is coming a lot quicker than it did in the summer. Particularly, though, it is about seed time and harvest. Seed time and harvest time. When I ask you, what seeds are you planting even now that are going to lead to a plentiful harvest for your future? What are the seeds? Seeds of doubt or seeds of faith? Seeds of worry or seeds of wisdom? Seeds of pain or seeds of power? Come on, I don't want to put the harvest on pause, but we're going to pause for a minute. Yes, we are. Breaking news, got a special message. In the midst of this special message, I want you to stick and stay. Don't touch that dial. Smile. More is coming your way. After these messages, I'll be right back. Our schools are underfunded, teachers are underpaid, and our children are undereducated. Our classrooms, culture, curriculum, and communities are in crisis like never before. Education is the key, but the lock is broken. So how do we fix it? I'm so glad that you asked. I'm giving you strategies in my new book. It's my 17th book, by the way, called Strategies for Successful Schools. How to develop a diverse classroom of learners who read, lead, and succeed. This is a book that's available right now for our educational leaders. It's a must-read for school board members, parents, community advocates, transformative teachers, and yes, for those of you who desire to see our children lead and succeed. But not only that, so many of our young people are struggling with their academics, their mental well-being, limiting beliefs, procrastination, interpersonal trauma, and just feeling like they're hopeless. But what if there was a go-to guide to empower you to be a champion and our children to be a champion and empower them to overcome challenges? Here's the good news. I've got another book for you. It's my 18th one. Learners are leaders. Strategies and solutions for student success. It's got a 31-day journal in there. It's got affirmations, really a lot of valuable life lessons, ways to set smart goals for success, improve your mental well-being, foster academic success. So much more that is in store when you get not just one, but both of these books. They're both available right now on Amazon. Yeah, go get it right now. But also, you can get signed copies that are available at theeaglesacademy.com/books. Don't just get them for you, but also get them for someone else too. Yes, y'all, and we don't stop. Family, I need you to heed to these resources that you've heard. Let's get back to the word. Oh, yeah. If you don't have any of my books, make sure that you get, these are my latest two. Get any of my latest two books right here. Yeah, I want you to get both of them. I really do. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I want you to get at least both of these books. These are book 17 and book 18, or book 17 and book 18, however you say it. Yeah, both of these books dropped in the last few weeks, and they both went #1 in 48 hours. I love it. Appreciate your support for it. Let's run up the numbers still. Let's run it up. More people need these books. Your book club, your church, your school, teachers, principals, administrators, school board members, school leaders, and of course our children. So go ahead, invest in any of these books. You can go to theeaglesacademy.com/books to get signed copies, as well as they're available on Amazon as well. Learners are leaders, strategies and solutions for student success. This is a book that all of our young people need so that they can soar to a greater degree and a greater level, empower their mental health, their wellness, their self-esteem, increase their grades, give them affirmations, journaling. It's very important. And of course, strategies for successful schools. How to develop a diverse classroom of learners who read, lead, and succeed. Education is key, but the lock is broken. Yeah, there's a lot of repair that needs to go on in education. And here's the thing. We can do that and empower our children to make it towards their destination. Go ahead, get any of those books even now. Family, we're right back. We're right back at it. Yes, y'all. Healing is your harvest. That's what we're talking about. How to be faithful and fruitful. On the other side of this break, as we are talking to you about what are the seeds that you are planting. James Allen has a book. I remember reading this in college, and it really shifted my thoughts on thinking. Had me ruminating about being metacognitive or thinking about what I'm thinking about. And he wrote a book called As a Man Thinketh. Of course, it's taken from Proverbs chapter 23, verse 7, which says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And I believe it really gets us to the particular place in the aspect that we have to be really cognizant about our thought life. James Allen likened the mind to a garden. Yeah, your mind is your garden. Am I allowing trees of truth or weeds of worry to grow in my mind, in my life, in my spirit, in my heart, my soul, my self-concept, and my self-esteem? What am I allowing to be planted in my life and in my mind? See, many of us, we've imbibed the whole notion because other people told us what we wouldn't do, what we would never become, what we would never overcome. And we imbibed that negative philosophy. And here's what we did. We made it our truth. And if you don't know who you are, people will tell you what you're not. And generally, you're going to pass on that same negative philosophy to your children, your children's children, your children's children's children, your friends and your family and your associates. You got to get a grip on your mindset. You got to stop talking yourself out of what God wants you to step into. You have to prune the garden of your mind. Mom, you got to dig some stuff up. Got to unearth some stuff. Got to get rid of some stuff. Got to get rid of all that junk when you are a jewel. What you're planting, what you're sowing, is eventually what you will end up reaping. There's seed time and there's harvest time. This is not just the laws of agriculture, but these are the laws of faith. These are the laws of work. These are the laws of destiny. These are the laws of things that come into play. If you don't put no work in, come on, you can have all the faith that you want to, but faith without works is dead. Faith without works is comatose. Faith without works won't work. Yeah, that's why to everything there's a season. There's a time to every purpose under the heaven. Here it is, a time to plant, Oh, I love it. What Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1 says, a time to plant, a time to harvest. Oh, come on, family. Type is my time. Come on, type is my time. Type is my time. It's my time for love. It's my time for grace. It's my time for greatness. It's my time for overflow. It's my time for truth. It's my time for greater. It's my time for open doors. It's my time for opportunities. It's my time for favor. The song say, this is my season for grace, for favor. Yeah, that's what the song says. Yeah, this is my season to reap what I have sown. Oh, but are you going to be happy reaping what you've sown? Yeah. Are you going to be happy with the end result of what it is from the seed of what it is that you planted? Because the day that you plant the seed is not the same day that you eat the fruit. There is a process. Come on, healing is a process. You didn't get in trauma in just one particular day. Most of us did not just get in trauma in just one particular day. It was a culmination of things. It was one thing after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other, and it became a domino effect. And just because you may have been isolated from that particular situation, you may now be out of the hands of that particular situation. Now you have to get in you that which was placed in you. It takes time to get that out of you. You didn't get into it one day. What makes you think that you're going to now progress out of it in one particular day? It takes time to heal. You can be delivered, but not healed. And I just want to speak to somebody. Healing is your harvest. Greater is your harvest. Love is your harvest. Peace is your harvest. Prosperity is your harvest. Joy is your harvest. Truth is your harvest. Transformation is your harvest. Revitalization is your harvest. Refreshing wind is your harvest. Rejuvenation. Come on, it's your harvest time. Come on, tell yourself it's my harvest time. It's my harvest time. I just need you to declare and decree with me. It is my season of harvesting. It's my season for growth. It's my season that God is going to give me a reason to see that everything that I went through is not wasted. It's worth it. Yeah, it was painful, but something powerful is getting ready to come out of it. Something purposeful is getting ready to happen because I've internalized my own truth. When I ask you, what seeds are you planting to ensure your fruitful future? Hear me. What seeds are you planting to ensure your fruitful future? Yeah, I got to have a fruitful future. And here's what I believe. I believe every seed of strength that you planted this year. I believe of every seed of strength that even your tears are watering the seed for your harvest. Here's what I love about it. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy is coming in the morning. Weeping may endure for a night, but here's the thing. Joy doesn't come in that same night. Seed time and harvest. Day that you plant the seed is not the same day that you eat the fruit. And oftentimes, here it is. Joy coming in the morning is not just a 12-hour time difference. Sometimes that weeping may endure for a night is a tedious process. It's for months. Sometimes it's for years. Sometimes, here it is, it has been for decades. If you know anything about my struggle, you know that my weeping endured for a long night. 2 years of chemotherapy, 2 years of radiation, losing my hair, my self-confidence, my self-esteem, my will to live, one to throw in the towel, one to give up, one to just say, hey, listen, I'm going to just go wash my hands of this thing. People didn't think that I was going to make it. Oftentimes, I didn't think that I was going to make it. I don't know if you've ever been there where your back is up against the wall. You've been so low in your life, you didn't know who to trust. You were so low that all you could trust was the dust. Couldn't even, for many of us, we were struggling to trust God because we couldn't trace him. Couldn't see the light of day. Couldn't find anybody to help us in the daytime with a flashlight. But here's what I had to do. I had to be reminded. I had to speak life over my life. I had to declare and decree some things. I had to tell myself, listen, according to God's word, I shall not die, but live and declare the works of the Lord. I had to remind myself. Sometimes you got to talk to yourself. Come on, family, just type talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Talk yourself through what you're going through. And tell yourself you're coming out. Tell yourself better days ahead. Tell yourself that greater's on the inside of you. Tell yourself that you're going to get through this. Tell yourself that you're going to grow through what you're going through. Who am I talking to? I'm trying to tell you. Come on, I'm trying to tell you. What seeds are you planting right now that are going to reap a harvest of blessings? You want a harvest of blessings in your business. What seeds are you sowing and investing into your business even now? You want seeds to be sown. You want a harvest of education so that you can, mount to degrees and leading and succeeding. But what seeds are you planting even now that are going to ensure that you have a fruitful harvest of blessings in your education? What seeds are you planting even now so that you can have a healthy marriage, so that you can build a blueprint of blessed relationships? Hello? Why? Because you can never become the right one for the right one until you first become right for yourself. What's the relationship with you before you ever try to have the relationship with somebody else? That's a seed that you're sowing. That's a seed that you're going to hope will start growing, right? So that's what I got to do. Got to understand that harvest time, here it is. It's about more than just pumpkins. Harvest time is about planting the seeds that other people never see so that I can produce the fruit and I can produce the harvest of what it is that I've been expecting. Harvest time is more than just some pumpkins. Harvest time is more than just some hay rides and going on a cider mill and drinking some apple cider. Harvest time is more than just grabbing some donuts. Doesn't sound too bad, by the way. Harvest time, here it is. It is a spiritual thing. What have I been planting? What have I been meditating on? Because whatever I've been planting and whatever I've been meditating on is going to dictate what I'm believing, what I've been believing. It's going to dictate what I'm believing. Am I moving in a place of doubt, or am I walking by faith and not by sight? Am I nurturing my growth? And here's the thing. Based upon me nurturing my growth is when I can begin to expect an outpour of blessings and miracles that are on my life. I want to talk to you. For you to get your harvest, for you to harvest, you got to get your mind right. For you to harvest, you got to get your mind right. Come on, family. Come on, family. Type, get your mind right. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Hey, get your mind right. Get your mind right. I feel that. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Hey, listen, when we in the mix, you never know how it's going to mix. You never know you just never know. Scratch the needle on the record. You just never know. Check yourself for your record self. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Hey, get your mind right. Get your mind right. That's a banger right there. Listen, what's taking place in the soil of your soul? What is taking place between your ears? Because hear me, the battlefield is of the mind, and the greatest enemy is oftentimes the inner me. Oh, but hear me, you got to be your best friend. I got to really be the gardener. I have to be the agriculturist. I have to be the developer. I have to till the ground and the soil of my soul. What are you planting and what are you rooted in? Some of us are rooted in the wrong environments. We got to uproot and we got to get into the right environment. You're in an environment of trauma. You're in an environment of toxic relationships. You're in an environment of negativity. You're in an environment of post-traumatic slave and stress syndrome and disorder. Come on, you're in a bad environment. That's why certain things can't grow, because you're in the wrong environment. Uproot so you can bear fruit. Oh, I feel my help coming on now. Come on, family, just type bear fruit. Type bear fruit. Bear fruit. I'm not going to be barren. It's not a season. It's not a season for me to be barren. It's not a season for me to give up. It's not a season for me to throw in the towel. What are you planted and what are you rooted in? And hear me, based upon what you're planted and rooted in is going to be what you bear fruit as a result of. Come on, you can't plant an apple seed and get oranges. Come on, make it make sense. The math ain't mathing. You can't plant a pumpkin seed and get watermelons. Hear me, the root is connected to the fruit. I want to ask you, what's in the seed? What is the seed germinating in the soil? What is it going to reap? What's in the seed? And the seed germinating in the soil is going to reap the harvest of what it is that you and I have sown. What I love about it is about sowing. It's about believing. It's about planning. Here's what it is about: planning and planting. Come on, family, just type plan and plant. 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 People don't fail to plant. People don't plan to fail. People just fail to plan. Some watered, others planted, but God is the one who gives the increase. That increase leads to your harvest. That increase leads to overflow. Family, just type increase. Type increase. Come on, type increase. Type increase. Everybody else tried to make you decrease. But here it is. You're getting ready to increase. Increase in your mind. Increase in your spirit. Increase in your pocketbook. Increase in your finances. Increase in your relationships. Increase in your spiritual development. Increase in your faith walk. Increase in your business. Increase in whatever you put your hands to, it prospers. Increase in your healing. Increase in your love. Increase in your health. Increase in your wisdom. Increase in your wealth. Increase in your understanding. Increase in your developing. Increase in your growth. Who am I talking to? I hope it's you. I know it's you. That increase leads to your harvest. And hear me, as you're doing all of that, there is a mandate. And the mandate is not to lose your faith. You got a mandate of grace. You got a mandate to take up space. Come on, family, take up space. When you walk in the room, take up space. When you get online, take up space. When you walk into the boardroom, take up space. Why? You can take up space when you know your place. You can take up space when you know who you are. You can take up space simply because you got faith. You can take up space. Why? Because you understand that this is your season for harvest. This is your season for seizing. And you got a reason to keep on growing, to keep on planting, and to keep on sowing. Family, I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. Yeah, we've been having a super conversation. Drop a super chat. Drop a super sticker. Yeah. Not as a debt that you owe. It is a seed that you sow. Oh, come on. I've been pouring into you. I've been empowering you. That's why we've got hours and hours and hours and hours worth of content on our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. Hit the subscribe button as well. You owe it to you to allow yourself to continually be fed and empowered and poured into. I want you to sow into your increase. I want you to sow into your harvest. I want you to sow into your favor. I want you to sow into your grace, your unmerited favor. I want you to sow into the increase of what it is that you expect God to do in and through your life. Not as a debt that you owe, it is a seed that you sow. I'm expecting, I'm believing that God's going to do 30, 60, 100 fold in your life. I'm joining my faith to yours. That God is going to do it for you, with you, and through you. God's not through blessing you. He's not through with you. As long as you got a pulse, you have a purpose. You can sow even now. Super chat, super sticker into the super conversation. Yes, Cash App as well. $access identity. Yeah, $access identity. Links in the chat, links in the description for where to give and how to give. PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. Again, Cash App, $access identity. Yeah, $access identity. PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail. I appreciate you for sowing. I appreciate you for depositing your seed of favor into good ground. And your seed helps us to meet our needs. Yeah, through software, through the purchasing of the things that you don't even see for this program and this broadcast to continue to run. For you to help us broaden our broadcast, to take us to cities and countries and neighborhoods and nations, you can help us to do that by sowing a seed to help us meet the need. Family, did you get something from this? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. So much so that you don't want to just stop here. Let's take it even further. Won't you spread your wings and soar with us into our Eagles community? Yeah. Join me in my Eagles community where we increase your ideas, your impact, and your influence. I do the coaching, the teaching, the training, and the mentoring to where I'm teaching you each and every single week on empowering topics, whether it's on business, whether it's on faith, whether it's on marketing, whether it's on branding, whether it's on relationships, all of that. You can be a part of our Zoom live sessions. And then, of course, in those sessions, I'm giving you homework. I'm giving you what we call Eagle's Nest Reflections, where we're able to break down content, posing questions to you to where you become metacognitive, thinking about what you're thinking about, able to delineate, able to actually process and spell out and write out your vision and make it plain and plan, right? Doing all those specific things. And it doesn't just stop there, but I give you guided feedback to where you can chart your progress and your growth. You'll be a part of our amazing Facebook group and our Facebook community based upon being a part of our Eagles community. And then here's the beauty of it. You're able to network with so many other like-minded individuals, people from different genres and different groups and different giftings and different ideas and experiences and industries that you need to tap into. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. If you're not a member of our Eagles community, of course, I want you to do that, theeaglesacademy.com. But also, become an In the Mix member. You're just watching In the Mix, but you're not a member of In the Mix. Come on, go ahead and get a badge. Links in the chat, links in the description of this video for how and where to get a badge. So that my giving gift to you is to now give you access into our In the Mix members only portal. Getting a lot of insight, information, and wisdom of what it is that I don't share online anywhere else. Not even on this YouTube, but only into our In the Mix member area. Membership has its privileges. Go ahead and absorb all of the knowledge and the wisdom of what it is that we have to provide. Family, In the Mix. Boy, we out of time. But family, y'all know I'm not out of truth. And so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I really want to thank you for rolling with me. Yeah, because you know how we do it. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That's just how we roll. And we roll together each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday for In the Mix. We do that right here on the YouTube side. Make sure that you're liking. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Come on, family. You're here because you care, so I do need you to share. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel for change, our channel that creates change, my channel that breaks chains. We mix it up on the YouTube side, but also on our sister satellite stations on social media. I give a sincere salute to all of you who are watching us there. But I just got a question for you. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Well, let me know. Step this way, step that way. Yeah, step this way, step that way. Which way? By friending me, follow me on all the social sites, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop. At EddieConnorJr. Y'all keep showing up. I'm going to keep showing love. And y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. I want to personally invite you to receive a word from me. Not just in the Eagles community. Yes, I do want you to do that. Not just on the In the Mix area right here on the YouTube side. but I'm personally inviting you to receive a word from me every Sunday and Tuesday. Sundays at 10 a.m., Tuesdays at 7 p.m., as I am the pastor of the Remnant Worshipers Church in the city of Detroit. I'm inviting you to join me, 20470 Hubble Street. I'm saving you a seat. You want to be a part of our amazing, explosive services. And it doesn't just stop there. We also feed those who are in need each and every single Wednesday, 4:30 p.m. at the Rosa Parks Transit Center. I would that you would join us as we're connecting kingdom and community. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, please reach out to me. Get any of my books, family. Yeah, on Amazon. And of course, you can get them signed copies at theeaglesacademy.com/books. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker, now why would you look any further? Come on now, you know I'm the man for the job. So invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your session. Let's make some progression. All you have to do is email me to invite me, info@EddieConnor.com. And it would be a tremendous honor for me to empower you. It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand. Your brother, and I mean that from another mother. Family, it's been fun, but you know a brother gotta run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure. But I want you, yes, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I'm really talking to you. To remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher.